see. And that's, what is the name on that again?
Aguaje.
Aguaje.
Mauritia flexuosa.
It's a palm family.
I will put them here. I will give them to you so that you can explore them and see if they are good.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll do my best. Greetings, everybody. I am sitting on the side of the road in Costa Rica right now, and I have this guy. This is Aguahi. And Aguahi is a really cool looking fruit. This is a palm fruit. To me, this looks a lot like snake fruit. And if you haven't seen snake fruit before, I have one of those too. And you can see side by side, they look quite similar. They have this like scaly sort of skin on the outside. But although these are, in the same family of fruits, they're both palm fruits, they're not part of the same genus. In fact, the trees of these two look quite different. The snake fruit, the fruit kind of clusters at the bottom of the plant. This is like a big, tall tree, and the fruit grows in a cluster at the top of the tree. So quite different, even though the fruit themselves do look similar. I don't know that much about this. I know that it is used to make a juice. I don't think I have enough of them to make a juice, so I'm just going to try the fruit itself. And how you do that is you have to pick the little scales off, like so. And Don Carlos, who gave this to me, was kind enough to actually collect these as they fell. So these have been tree ripened and tree dropped, and then he took them individually and put them in a glass of water so they'd stay fresh. So it should still be okay, but that's how you want it. Like, fruit that is dropped directly from the tree is usually very, very good, but also kind of hard to get. At supermarkets, usually things are unripe and ripened off the tree, or not ripened properly at all. So this is going to be an opportunity to not just try this, but to try it in its best possible form. It's very creamy looking. Snake fruit, I keep comparing it to because of the scales on the outside. Snake fruit does not look like this. It's not creamy. It's more like a juicy, hard, sort of textured fruit, more like a garlic clove. This looks more like, like egg fruit. It's kind of like cheesy looking. Oh, and it's a little cheesy smelling too. Oh wow, that is a really complex flavor. The flavor of this is really interesting. It's like a 3-course meal. It's like the gum from Willy Wonka. The first flavor I'm getting is like this buttery, cheesy kind of taste in like a really good way. Like, some fruit tastes cheesy, but it doesn't taste really good because it doesn't have the fat content. This has fat content. This actually does taste rich and buttery. And in fact, I believe this is used to make an oil in Peru, and that's a popular oil. That's the first flavor. The second flavor is more of like a fruit taste, maybe like apple, but also with some tartness to it, like a Granny Smith apple. And then the third flavor, like the aftertaste of this, is cinnamon. It's got a spicy cinnamon sort of taste. So it comes at you in stages, but when you put it all together, this tastes kind of like apple pie. Here's the seed, by the way, and as you can see, it's really, really big for its size. You're not getting a ton of flesh after you take the scales off and you take the seed out, but the flesh that's there is pretty powerful and pretty rich, so I don't think you'd be able to eat like a whole ton of these. This is a really, really cool one, really nice flavor, and really surprising. Honestly, I've seen photos of this before, and I just assumed it was going to be like this. I thought it would be like sour, kind of tropical tasting. No, not at all. I have had palm fruits kind of like this in the past. There was one, I think, called the Babasu, I want to say, that I had when I was in Bolivia, that also had kind of a cheese taste. But I've never had one that had these different stages to it, like a first taste, a second taste, and a third taste. And all three of those stages, all three levels of flavor here, are good flavors, and when you put them together, that's pretty good too. Yeah, and this is used for a lot of different things. People make a juice out of it. People make a wine out of it. Of course they do. And pretty interesting. Really interesting one. So thank you, Don Carlos, for giving this to me. And I hope you all enjoyed watching this, guys. So I will see you all next time. I would like to give a big shout out to Loftyrex and Smarter Every Day. They are mega patrons over on patreon.com. Patreon.com is basically how I can afford to go on all the adventures I do on this channel. So if you enjoy my series and you want to help support me, check out the link in the description below. If you don't want to go on Patreon, I also have t-shirts for sale like this one here, the Durian Anatomy shirt. That is available on my website, which I also put in the description below. Thanks so much, everybody. See you next time.